In this video, I'm going to show you how I use Airbrush foundation to create a flawless complexion. The product I'm going to use is from Sephora, and it is the Perfection Mist Airbrush foundation in a can that looks like this. I also have the blush and I also have the bronzer. The foundation that I have 4 different shades. So from the lightest shade is light, and then I go into medium, and then I go into honey, and then I go into spice. So these are the 4 shades. I may or may not use all 4, depending on, once I spray it on, how that's going to look. In the interest of time, I've already moisturized and hydrated my face, color corrected and concealed under my eyes and around my nose and chin. Let's get into it. So in order to start, you want to make sure you have 3 brushes, 3 different brushes. You want to use one for your foundation, you want to use one for your blush, and you want to use one for your bronzer. So these 3 are very important. You can use your foundation to also highlight a little bit using the lightest shade Airbrush foundation. But for darker skin, you want to bronze, you want to make sure that you use a different brush for that, so that you don't mix the colors in. Right, now let's start to match the skin. I'm gonna head for the honey because I'm kind of tan. And what you do is you just shake it. Now I've seen most people go straight from the can onto their face, but that just makes it really messy because you could get that all over, and we want to avoid that. So I'm going to take my flat kabuki brush and my shaken foundation airbrush, and I'm going to spray from this distance onto the flat surface of the brush. And then I'm just going to go right in and stipple it as I would a liquid foundation. And as you can see, it's very lightweight. So you barely see anything at first. You kind of think like, Beta, there's nothing on your face. That's the point. You want to be able to make it look as natural as possible. So there is something there, trust me. So when you see that color onto the surface, you're just going to go right in and buff that right in. Now, these foundations are waterproof, you guys. They are waterproof. They will not budge in the humidity. If you live in a hot country like Dubai, these are amazing. Just go down your neck. So now I'm just gonna do the other side and then buff it in. So going to the outer perimeter and then past the jawline. So you can see it's kind of like your skin but better. I love it. It's dewy, natural finish. Dior has a similar one, but it's like 20 times the price. So now I want to highlight with this. Now I want to go in with a concealer because I want to just make sure that I have that coverage around my eyes. So I'm going to go in with Amber 332, which is similar to my skin tone. And I'm just going to press one small dot, and I'm just going to buff that in. So again, make sure you go low, almost on your orbital bone, and then blend it into the skin. Okay. And now I'm going to show you how I use the highlighter. So let's go into the light shade. So shake that in. I hope it's not going to be too light. And I'm going to spray it onto the concealer side of this brush from Sephora, which is the brush number 202 brush. So it's got dual-ended brush. So I'm going to spray that, and I'm just going to stipple this on the highest point of my cheeks. Oh my God, it looks good. It looks good. It did highlight it. so pretty. And then just a little bit on the nose. see the color payoff? It's so light. I mean, it's like air. It literally is air, airbrush. Okay, so now that we have the highlighter and the foundation, now I'm going to go bronze. So let's now apply a different brush and take the bronzer. Now you can either go with the bronzer or you can go in with Spice. Now Spice has a little bit of an orange tint, so maybe not the Spice. So the bronzer is more like a golden color. Spray it on the brush and just go where you would normally bronze. So it kind of gives you that wet look. And then just go on the jawline and down. So I'm not going all the way in, I'm just keeping it right on my cheekbone. You can see the difference. Wow, that is nice. Then take the foundation brush that you used and just buff the edges. So I would use maybe the highlighter after the bronzer, because if you do the bronzer, you're going to go over the highlighter and you're just going to take it away. So let's just do the highlighter now. So just spray it and then apply it. Oh my God, look at this glow, you guys. Are you looking at this? Oh my God, I love it. On the highest points of your cheeks, maybe a little bit here. And now I'm going in with the blush. So this is the blush. It's called Orange You Glad. Shake that in. Spray it on a fresh foundation brush. And then just buff that right into the apples of your cheeks. I like to place this really high up. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. And just go a little bit on your nose. To just give it that beautiful, youthful complexion. And now you're going to go add a little bit of powder into your T-zone area and your makeup is done. I hope you learned something new. I'm not sure if Sephora are still selling these, because these I bought quite a while ago, but I think they are. I'm not sure they're available in Dubai though, or the UAE. They're from the Sephora US. So if you have anybody in the US, if they ask you what you want from the US, make sure you tell them you want the Airbrush foundations from Sephora. They are amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.